A German man claims he made a terrible mistake when he decided to play with a ouija board inside his home. Since that day, he has been living in constant fear. Late one night, he heard a strange noise, so he grabbed his phone and started recording. But what happened next was truly chilling. Let's watch the footage.
Leute, ich schwöre euch bei Gott, diese Tür von dieser Uhr, ne? Die ist eben einfach aufgegangen. Ich wollte mich gerade schlafen legen, auf einmal ist die aufgegangen. Die ganzen Tage ist die nicht aufgegangen und jetzt gerade hat die sich einfach geöffnet, Digga. Bro, ich kack mir in die Hose fast. Wenn hier irgendwas in diesem Raum ist, dann macht diese Tür auf. Wenn hier irgendein Geist oder so drin ist und du mich hören kannst, dann mach diese Tür auf. Bro, ich schwöre bei Gott, ich schwöre auf meine Mutter, hier ist keine Schnur oder so, nicht, dass ihr denkt, ich verarsche euch, Bruder. Guck mal. Guck mal. Hier ist keine Schnur, nix, ich schwöre auf meine Mutter. Gar nichts. Ich hab Gänsehaut, Gänsehaut, Bruder, Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper, Gänsehaut, Gänsehaut am ganzen Körper. Ich schwöre meine Mutter, guck, guck, oh mein Gott, oh mein Gott, oh mein Gott. Ouija-Boards genau hier. Diese Ouija-Boards genau hier dran. Mein Herz ist am Rasen, Bruder, mein Herz ist am Rasen. Mein Herz ist am Rasen.
The clock door opened on its own. Moments later, the clock's hand was violently ripped out and thrown down in a terrifying way. The man panicked and decided the next day to get rid of the Ouija board and the old clock. He took them outside and burned them, hoping to finally escape this terrifying events.
Und du mich hören kannst, dann mach diese Tür auf. Ich hab Gänsehaut, Gänsehaut, Bruder.
If any new in this man's case, we will share them in upcoming episodes. And now, tell us in the comments, what do you think really happened to him? The following terrifying video was recently posted by a woman on her account and quickly went viral, reaching over 15 million views in a short time. One night, while she was casually talking to her husband on a video call, something truly disturbing happened. Let's watch the footage. first, everything seemed completely normal. Suddenly, she noticed something strange. Her hair began to move, as if an invisible entity was pulling it upwards. The woman immediately turned around in shock, but there was nothing there. In the description of the video, she wrote that this happened only a few days after her uncle had taken his own life inside this house. She believes that whatever pulled her hair may be connected to that tragic event. So, what do you think? A man named Josh moved into a new house in Canada, but only a few weeks after settling in, strange things began happening inside the house that he couldn't explain.
Yeah, I definitely heard something down here. Banging or something.
Day after day, these events became more intense and more terrifying. Late one night, Josh suddenly woke up to a strange noise, so he went to investigate.
Not again. Here, please don't say so. Just let it out of it. Hello? Hello? No, I don't think so. No. I'm done. I'm done. I'm done.
Josh says that this doll was the only thing the previous owner left in the house. He believes that the owner abandoned it because it was haunted.
So I just came down here to go watch a movie. And I swear that thing was moving again. Maybe it was just me, but it definitely seemed like it was starting to move or about to move. Yep, there it goes again. I don't know what to do at this point. This is not even mine, it's my nephew's. They just left it here. This happened yesterday too, but I didn't record it. It'll start, then stop, start, then stop. See? Yep, see? And start again.
Josh decided to install cameras inside the house, hoping to capture something that would help him understand exactly what was happening. But what the cameras recorded was quite terrifying. Let's watch the footage. Late that night, the cameras captured a strange face hanging from the ceiling, and it was absolutely terrifying. After everything that happened, Josh began to feel afraid and unsafe, and he started thinking about leaving the house, as he believes it is haunted. What do you think? A group of friends went out late at night to explore a forest that is rumored to be haunted, a place people say is inhabited by strange and unknown creatures. As soon as they entered the forest, one of them decided to start a live stream with his followers to share their adventure. However, during the live stream, something terrifying suddenly appeared, something they couldn't explain. Let's watch the footage.
Zak, lo zoom. Zak, lo zoom, Zak.
Oh,
Oh, tu guys. Ni lo zoom mana ni? Habis tau.
dia macam dia. Asal lah.
Dia tak bergerak apa pun.
Tangan bergerak lah Long. Tu.
Ha?
Tangan bergerak. Ha. Ha. Hilang. Oh.
Tak, kita naik atas.
Suruh lampu terang hilang. Hilang. Suruh lampu terang hilang.
Tak. Kita try naik atas tengok benda apa nak pasti je kita naik. Tapi kita bukan ligan ha. Kita bukan ligan. Kita nak tengok benda tu betul ke tak.
Between the trees, a figure emerged. It looked like a woman with long hair, wearing a dress. However, what made it far more disturbing was this. Every time the man pointed his flashlight directly at her, she would vanish completely, only to reappear again the moment the light moved away.
Hilang. Oh.
Tak, kita naik atas.
Suruh lampu terang hilang. Hilang.
The friends were frightened and decided to leave the forest, convinced that it was indeed haunted. After reviewing the footage, many believed the encounter was real because it happened during a live stream. So, what do you think? A woman posted a terrifying video on her account that quickly went viral, reaching over 6 million views in a short time. While her husband was driving along a quiet road in Thailand at around 8 p.m., something truly chilling suddenly happened. Let's watch the footage. The road was completely empty, and then, out of nowhere, a semi-transparent, human-like figure appeared directly in front of the car. The driver immediately swerved to avoid hitting it. If you look closely, you can see that the figure wasn't there at first. It didn't come from either side of the road. It just seemed to appear out of nowhere in the middle of the road, and then vanished. If it wasn't a human, what do you think it was? Share your theories in the comments. The following video was filmed by a police officer in Peru. Late at night, while the officer was on a routine patrol in his vehicle along with his partner, he received a strange phone call. The caller was speaking incoherently, claiming to have seen something strange and terrifying on the beach. The officer immediately went to the location to investigate, but what happened next was truly horrifying.
Siendo las 4 de la mañana, en el mar, no sé si pueden escuchar, se escuchan unos gritos. ¿O por qué esa vaina? Los gritos, se siguen escuchando los gritos. En el fondo, hay una persona abajo. Voy a identificarla. Anda, jefe, ¿qué es esa huevada? Va a pedirle su DNI, cholo. Baja, a ver. Vale, si no sabemos si es la llorona o el llorón. Pero, o una llorona cruzada con llorón, pero grita y grita, pues no sabemos qué. Se la proceder a identificar. Está metiendo al...
Oh, señor, identifíquese. Señor. Identifíquese, señor.
¿Están escuchando, compañeros?
Señor, identifíquese. Señor.
Copiando.
Señor, identifíquese.
Estamos aquí que estamos asustados también.
Señor.
Escuchen,
Señor. Identifíquese, señor.
¿Están escuchando, compañeros?
Señor, identifíquese. Señor.
Copiando.
Señor, identifíquese.
Estamos aquí que estamos asustados también.
Señor.
Escuchen,
The weather was cold. It was very late at night, and the beach was completely deserted. There was no one there. However, the officer began to hear strange, chilling screams. He couldn't determine where the sounds were coming from. He searched the entire area, but found no one. What made the situation even more terrifying was the sudden appearance of a white, semi-transparent figure, accidentally captured by the camera. Many viewers noticed that the figure resembled a woman wearing a long dress. Some believe it was not human at all, as it appeared almost completely transparent. So, what do you think? A man posted terrifying footage on Reddit, captured by a security camera inside his child's bedroom. He says that recently, he had started hearing strange noises coming from the room. On many nights, his child would suddenly begin crying uncontrollably for no apparent reason, especially late at night. Worried, the father decided to install a security camera in the room, but what the camera recorded was horrifying. Let's watch the footage. Around 4 p.m., a strange and chilling scream was heard inside the room. But about a week later, late at night, the camera recorded something far more terrifying. Let's take a look. A bizarre noise can be heard in the background. The man claims that an unseen force suddenly pulled his child by the leg. When the footage is replayed, you can clearly notice that the movement of the child's leg was unnatural, as if some invisible entity had pulled it. The father was horrified by what he saw. After that night, he decided he would never let his child sleep alone in that room again. So, what do you think really happened? This terrifying video was posted on Reddit by a man named Mike. He claims that his family had traveled and he was home alone. Late that night, just as he was getting ready for bed, he suddenly smelled a strange odor coming from the living room. At first, he assumed one of his pets might have urinated on the floor, so he went to investigate. But what happened next was terrifying. Let's watch the footage. A voice resembling a small child's can be heard saying, "Mike." The voice seemed to be coming from somewhere inside the house. The moment he heard it, Mike was overcome with fear. He immediately ran up the stairs, leaving behind his dog and cat, who were clearly frightened by something unseen. Mike insists that he was completely alone in the house. He also mentions that the home is old, built in the 1950s, so he believes it's haunted. What do you think? A woman and her husband moved into her grandfather's house after he passed away just a month earlier, leaving the property to her. However, only a day after moving in, something strange and terrifying happened.
How you doing? You okay?
I don't know.
You a little freaked out?
A little bit.
So, we were just going to bed and we're not... Let me just show you. Like, we literally had to put the bag up against the door because we're not sure. And like, we're literally just...
Even though there was no wind inside the house, the door suddenly began to move, shaking violently as if some unseen entity was pushing it. The couple panicked and decided to leave the house immediately.
Okay, so we're leaving. We got all of our stuff packed. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Yeah, we're out of here. Rachel's already in the car. I'm leaving. Like, I don't know what's going on.
As the man was packing his things, the bedroom door suddenly slammed shut behind him. Then, the door began to shake again, this time much more violently and rapidly. The man insists he has absolutely no explanation for the door's disturbing movement, but he believes that this old house may be haunted. What do you think? A young man posted a mysterious video on his account, captured by a roadside surveillance camera. In the footage, a young man is seen preparing to cross the road. Then, something strange and terrifying happens, something no one has been able to explain. Let's watch the footage. Suddenly, the young man was lifted into the air and then thrown to the ground. Moments later, he got up and walked slowly away from the road. What made the video seem real was the reaction of the people there. You can see that a woman stopped suddenly and looked surprised. A group of people standing on the side of the road also turn around at the same moment. Some commenters suggested that a car must have hit the young man and that the car was covered up with video editing. But if that were the case, how could someone walk away so normally after being hit with such force? So what do you think really happened in this footage? A couple began posting on their TikTok account about terrifying things happening inside their home. They claim they have been suffering from strange and frightening events for over a year. No one believed them, so they decided to start recording. One this day, while the husband was home alone, when suddenly this happened.
Here. Wow. Happens all the time.
He started hearing loud knocking at the door, but when he checked, there was no one there. He says this isn't the first time. They've heard knocking on the doors and windows many times before. And then, one night, while the wife was home alone, something terrifying happened. Let's watch the footage.
Okay. It just happened again and the dogs are freaked out. Get it. David, come over here. Get it. You be right there. Something opens that fucking door, you need to get him. Oh my god, I don't know if it's gonna happen again. It just fucking happened again. Move, 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 move! Fucking nobody there. The dog stopped fucking barking now. Davey's freaking the fuck out by the door though.
The dogs began acting strangely, as if they were terrified of something unseen. Then there was a loud banging on the door. The woman immediately went to investigate, but no one was there. To this day, the couple hasn't been able to determine the source of the noises. However, they believe their home may now be haunted. What do you think? This video has gone viral, but unfortunately, its original source is unknown. It's said to have been filmed in Brazil. Late at night, as a man was walking home, he suddenly saw a strange figure standing motionless in the middle of the road. He immediately pulled out his phone and started recording. Suddenly, the figure vanished as if it had never been there. But before disappearing, those who look closely can notice that the figure resembled a human, but it was completely transparent and seems to have no head at all. Without the original source of the video, it's very difficult to explain what was captured. However, Many people in the comments believe that what appeared in the footage was a real ghost. So, what do you think?